Oh, yeah, you can tell a lie 1,000 different ways, but the truth keeps sounding the same. The beauty of the truth is you don't have to remember what you said, but the lie, man, that's a beast of a different color. People will have to add a little to the next telling of that lie and then forget a little about the details. Now you got to remember the lie you told on top of the first lie that you told, and the story, it just gets more fantastical and elaborate. And I'm not talking about those meaningless falsehoods or, the little embellishments, a tale or two. No, I'm talking about the two-faced, fork-tongued, notorious liars. You know the people like that, do you? Do you know someone just like that? Have you ever worked with someone who is just a lying sack of shit wearing toilet paper drawers and they don't fit? Well, if you have, then come on, cousins, and let's pod about it.
In a world fraught with confusion, one man will break his silence. There was only one man for the job.
Come on, cousins, let's pod about it.
Welcome to the funkiest show this side of the Pecos. How you guys doing? Welcome back to the Word to the Wise. My name is Terry Patrick. I am your liaison and your tour guide. And thank you. Thank you guys for just taking this journey with me. And you know why I do this here. Yeah, I do this for Pops and Fat Mama. I got a good podcast for you guys today. And have you ever heard this childhood, what do they call it, like a saying or a chant or a dance where they say, liar, liar, pants on fire, hanging by your tongue from a telephone wire. Yeah, that's something they used to jump rope to. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Well, I'm going to talk about the difference of telling a lie and just being a habitual liar, where it becomes just a habit. Do you know somebody like that? That just cannot tell the truth if it saved their soul. Someone that will tell you a lie, even if the truth would have worked just fine. They just have to just make it just fantastic. Make it out of this world. Make it something make you juicy. Why? Why? You see, you can tell a lie 1,000 different ways. Pop always said that. But the truth keeps sounding the same. The truth keeps sounding the same. And the best part about telling the truth, you don't have to remember what you said. You don't have to recall all the details. You just tell the truth again. We have so many people nowadays that are in politics, people that are in sports and entertainment, liars. I mean, to the point where they just took the truth and bent it and turned it into a pretzel. Some lies are very dangerous too. There's some people who have died because of a lie. Think of Emmett Till. Emmett Till was from Chicago, visiting down south, I believe it was, deep in the heart of Mississippi. And they told him, you can't act like you do in Chicago down here in the South. And he did his best. He was a kid on summer vacation, a kid. And whatever he did, he said hello to a woman. Maybe he had told her she was beautiful. And that woman lied and lied. Oh my goodness, she lied for about 50 years, I believe she lied. Wasn't until she hit her dying day When her life was at its end, she finally told the truth. But what they did to Emmett Till, I mean, they came in the middle of the night, drug him out of his home. The family he was staying with on summer vacation, his relatives, his kinfolk, drug him out the house. Oh man, they drug him out the house and took him to jail, and they drug him out the jail, killed Emmett Till, threw him in the river. And when they found his body, he was so bloated and swollen. But that woman, she stuck with that lie. Not a single person was incarcerated. No, they all got set free. Why? More lies. You see, it's danger. It's danger. Here's the topic that I want to be able to talk today, because I love talking about leadership development. I love talking about the workplace and just the working man and woman. Have you ever worked with somebody who just couldn't tell you the truth? Even worse, had you had to train someone? I have. I've had to train someone, and I'm going to tell you, they'll yes you to death. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. And they don't have it. They don't have it. And don't you know the proof is in the pudding? When you show that you don't know how to do the job that you were just trained to do, then it's going to be evident. You don't know how to do the job. You don't know what you're doing. You know what they do? They tell another lie. Put one lie, put another one on top of that, say, I wasn't trained. I wasn't trained like that. They didn't tell me everything. They didn't tell me they didn't. No, it's on you as a grown man and a grown woman. But boy, they will tell a lie every single day. You ever work with someone who's always late? Yeah. Traffic, that's why I was late. And if you're in leadership, you got to be at work at least an hour early. If you're showing up at the same time as the employees or the associates, man, you're late. You're late. You got a pre-shift meeting you got to get ready for. You got to take attendance. You got to call the call-off line, see who's actually going to come in. Check the plan for the day. What are the numbers we are trying to achieve? What's the metrics? And if you're walking in at the same time as everyone else, it's like, why? And boy, every day is a different lie. Come on, somebody, because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not perfect. Yeah, I've told a whopper or two myself, cousin. Yes, I have, cousins. I've told a whopper or two myself. You think I haven't told a bill collector the check is in the mail? When I know good and well, it is not. Yeah, you think I haven't told a fib or look, they call them little white lies. Little white lies. I'm a writer. I'm a storyteller. Yes, I may have embellished a story or two throughout my lifetime. But to get down and dirty and more real than that, I've told some lies that were despicable. And this is not the platform for me to unearth all of my unworldly deeds that I have done. But I will tell you this much, there are some big lies. You want to know what is the biggest lie? The biggest lie that you can tell is the one that you tell yourself. And you believe it. You believe it in your heart of hearts. Boy, when the lie becomes the truth, nobody can talk you out of that lie anymore once you believe it. It gets to the point now, people, that your lies and the things that you have told other people, you are getting angry when they don't believe it. You ever had that happen? Come on, cousin, drop something in the comment section. Let me hear something in the chat. If you have had a person that got mad at you because you caught them in a lie, let me hear it from you. What happened? Yes, a liar will get angry and probably a little bit embarrassed. What do you do when someone's lying right to your face and you know they're lying? I'm pretty sure you got a face that you make like, oh, yeah? Yeah, that's what happened. What you say? Oh. Yeah, you have a face. Whatever you think you are putting on this shield, your face is telling the truth. I don't believe a damn thing you're saying. But a person will lie to your face. There are people that will steal from you and then help you look for it. Steal from you and then help you look for what they already have stolen. Big lies. Lies get so big, they get so big and so fantastic that it gets to the point where you just have to tell yourself, man, it's easier to be honest. Is being a liar a lot of work? Does it really work? Does it really get you through life? Are you winning with all of these lies? Man, there's so many lies going on in Hollywood right now. Look at what is going on with Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Sean Combs. Yeah, man, I really didn't want to talk about him because, his lies have just come crashing down on him. But for the most part, he was out there in the open in secret. He had a little secret society and everybody had to, keep it on the hush hush. Isn't that a lie? When you have to just omit the truth? When someone asks you something, you have to think of an alternative story to be able to tell. Isn't that still a lie? Lies have a lot of nuances to them. And yeah, he is locked up, had a $50 million bail, and he was trying to put up his house and his mama's house and everything else. And they said, no, it's United States of America versus Sean Combs. And no, you're going to stay in prison because you did a lot of your crimes and your dirt behind those closed doors. And you tampered with a lot of witnesses. It's going to be a lot of names that come out. A lot of people that have told lies and kept secrets for a long time. And some of them going to roll on him. Oh yeah, they're going to come clean. They're going to be like, sure, I can't do all this time by myself because they trying to throw him up under the bus, up under the prison. Why not? He was the Green Master, right? So now he going to have to deal with them cats behind bars. And trust me, I've never been to prison, but I worked in one for quite a few years. They got a system in there for people who have done those crimes like molestation, messing around with the young folk. Oh yeah, they're gonna ask him right off the bat, like Jangalang wanna know, oh, you ain't gonna have no problem getting adjusted then, right? Oh, I'm gonna eat your cornbread then. I'm gonna eat your cornbread. What is gonna happen? But hey, is what happens when the rug gets pulled off from under you, when they yank that curtain back and the truth and the light come shining in on your darkness. Everything in the dark comes to light. Everything that is in the darkness, light will shine on it. And when it do, your lies don't work anymore. What happens when your lies stop working and you just don't know how to tell the truth anymore? Well, we tell a lot of truth right here on Word to the Wise. Yes, we do. And I wanted you guys to make sure you keep tuning in, okay? Tune in to Word to the Wise and join me on YouTube at The T Patrick. You can also catch me on TikTok at Cat Daddy in the Mix. And I'd like to see you like, comment, and subscribe. The truth keeps sounding the same. I love to see you guys find me on all the places that you find podcasts, on Spotify, on Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts as well. And you can find me on BuzzFeed with just the audio. So, with that being said, I want to know, you guys, tell me this. When you get to the point where you understand that you have surrounded yourself with people that are not forthright. Yeah, show me who you hang out with and I'll tell you what you do. Do you have liars in your crew? Do you have liars in your concentric circle? Or have you lost friends over a lie? Oh, have you lost some friends over the years? Because the older you get, your circle gets smaller. And a lot of times it's because of a lie that they told. And they still may be holding on to it. The truth may have come out in some way or another, because you can lie all you want to, but the truth keeps sounding the same. Yes, have you lost a friend, a friendship? Because like Houdini said, man, in that song Friends, it was done so smooth, it had to be a friend. Shook your hand and took your man. If that has ever happened to you and you have severed a friendship because of a lie, I love to hear from you right here on Word to the Wise with the exclamation point. Drop it in the comments section. Drop it right over there in the chat, because I think about the young lady who trusted her friends so much, and they were all going to kick it, and they were going to I think from North or South Carolina to hang out in Cabo San Lucas in Mexico. And do you know what happened? Do you know what happened? They killed Shanquella Robinson. Oh yes, do you remember that story? Her friends, they're supposed to be her friends. And what did they do? They lured her into Mexico, jumped on her, beat her to death, beat her to the point where she suffered from, oh man, I forget the name of the situation that they had, the name of the injury. She had an injury that is where the head, the cranium, the skull gets separated from your neck. I'm talking about separated to almost beat your head off. Her friends did that. They did that to Shanquella Robinson. May she rest in peace. And then called her mama. They called her mama and told her, oh yeah, she's sick. She just had a lot to drink. And she's going to the hospital. And then they went to the hospital. And the doctors are supposed to be working on her. She never went to the hospital for no drinking. That is not what she went to the hospital for. She was battered and bruised, and it was her friends, her homies. And then the video came out. See, the truth comes out. The video came out, and America got to see what happened inside that hotel room over there in Cabo San Lucas while they were on vacation. She had a thriving business, entrepreneur, making life happen, want to enjoy some time away from the job. And what working person don't want that? Lured her over there on false pretense. And they killed her and filmed it and laughed. Shanquella, why don't you at least fight back? Why are y'all jumping on her when y'all all came over there together? And then they left. They left Mexico. They went back to the Carolinas. And the parents like, where's our daughter? Oh, she stayed in Mexico. You's a damn lie. That's what I call a lying sack of shit, wearing toilet paper drawers and they don't fit. You are despicable. See, that lie that they told was so horrible that when they took that young lady's life, you have to have a partnership. Oh man, it's hard to do your dirt with a crew of people, because somebody's gonna tell it. Yes, most people who do their dirt, they like to go out there and do their dirt by their lonely. Why? Because when you roll with too many people, somebody gets the truth in them. Another sad story of a big lie. This rascal right here, Bernie Madoff. Bernie Madoff, $50 billion Ponzi scheme. He was ripping off people and taking their life savings. They trusted him. They trusted Bernie so much They were just emptying out their savings, their 401k, anything, IRA, Roth, IRA, anything that they had, giving it to Bernie. And $50 billion worth, he milked them. And came out and said the entire business is a lie. There is no such thing. The entire business was a Ponzi scheme, which was the last name of an Italian fraudster who had frauded so many people, and he was good at it over in Italy. And his last name is Ponzi, and they named that scheme, that pyramid scheme, after him, the Italian fraudster. Ponzi, and Bernie took it. He took that idea and that format, and he went out and he just took advantage of people off of trust. See, they trusted him and they thought that he was going to make it happen for them. But what did he really do? Was he was a thief. That's all he was just a petty thief. But 50 billion, man. You can call it any color crime that you want. Oh, it's a white collar crime. No, somebody need to beat Bernie's ass. That's what they need to do. Yes. And I'm pretty sure there's people, you better not even say his name around them. They don't want to hear you say the name Bernie Madoff. Have you ever had someone take advantage of you and rip you off? You guys may have heard my story about the housing market and how they had done me. Yes, the housing market, it got crazy during the pandemic. Have someone ever rip you off, took your money? I'll never forget the time my dad got ripped off. It was a roofer. This guy looked like, he was professional. Had a truck. He had the name of his business on the side, and he was up there for 2-3 days, just hammering and hammering. You see him going up the ladder with supplies, and then finally came down and he got paid and he disappeared in the wind. You know what he was up there doing? He was nailing 1 2x4 that entire time and spray painted the roof so that it looked like it had been repaired. But man, he had stripped it, and now water was coming into the den of our house, because that's the part that my father got done. Ripped him off and disappeared. Business was a fraud. It was a fraudulent business. Man, that pissed my pops off. So Dad was so angry. There's people that take advantage of your kindness. Have people ever took advantage of you, of your kindness, and taking you to the bank, baby? Well, if they have, let us hear about it. Share it, because you know what? You release it. You give it up. And that's where forgiveness can come in, because holding it in inside of your heart, holding it in inside your chest, walking around with it for years and years until it hits a decade or two, it does nothing to the person that you're harboring that resentment to. The only person it hurts is you. Talk about it. You can drop it right here in the comment and I will reply. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Because I think that we all can get stronger, and there's strength in numbers. Yeah, the liars are out there, but I think honesty and truth will prevail. One of the most biggest lies that I think has ever happened in the history of the world, and that is when they said that Christopher Columbus discovered America. Did he really? Many people said he was just a notorious slave trader. They said that his whole voyage was about 500 years too late. Many say the Asians. Yes, the Asians were here in America. Others say the Vikings. Yes, Leif Erikson, Eric the Great, Eric the Red had came to America. The Vikings had voyaged and they had been here. Others have said that it was the Africans, the Moors, the conquerors. Yes, the Moors, they had sailed into Italy and Sicily, and they had conquered Sicily for so many decades. That's why a lot of Sicilians are dark-skinned today. They said the Moors were here. Were they here way before Christopher Columbus? Because we celebrate Christopher Columbus Day. A lot of people have tried to change it into Indigenous People Day, because they say the one thing that Christopher Columbus was very famous for, and that is being a brutal taskmaster. Yes, he dealt in blood and pain. So a lot of people have their own opinions of who did what, but there are some lies that just get passed down generations to generations. I think the biggest lie of our generation is they call it the big lie. And that is the election, the insurrection, the big steal, the Stop the Steal rally where things got violent and out of hand. And they stormed the Capitol. And now that has been dubbed the big lie. Oh man, they're still pumping that story up too. Do you think the election was stolen? If you do, love to hear from you. If you know that it was a fair election, a free and fair election, and it should have been a peaceful transference of power, love to hear from you too. I don't like to get political. I don't really want to know who you're going to vote for. You got one vote. Cast it. Cast your vote. That's all that you can do. And that's all right with me, because that's what I love, democracy. But what I don't like is a two-faced liar. So if you have someone that is like that in your life and you love them, well, you know what? The only thing that can eliminate hate and darkness is light and the truth. You're going to have to call that spade a spade, and that so-and-so a so-and-so, and so be it. Thank you, Alice the Poet. Call that spade a spade, and that so-and-so a so-and-so. And let them know, yeah, I love you, but you are a liar. And when you lie to me, I know you're lying. You're not fooling me. Yeah, you're not going to piss in my face and tell me it's raining. I know when you are lying. So just stop. Just stop. And if you need a little help convincing them to change their ways, well, tell them, cousins, come on over here to Word to the Wise. Oh, man, he over there spitting it and dropping knowledge. He do this every single Wednesday. Yes, he does. And give them the link. Let them know at the T Patrick at YouTube. And you'll find me in these familiar haunts all over the place doing what I do. Yeah. And until then, I feel like we made a kindred spirit, y'all. I feel like we go way back, like back crayons and Hot Wheel tracks, baby. I feel like we go back like Groupie Diapers and Similac. But I'm going to see you again. Until then, man, I want you to just do me a favor. I want to know that if I see you out and about, just give me one of these. What's up, Terry? I watch your podcast and I'm down with what you're talking about. Because right now, I'm going to do you like I do my potatoes, y'all. I'm going to plant you now, but I'm going to dig you later. And until then, I'm wondering, could you
I hope you like the podcast and you really like the podcast.
Come on, be serious.
And you really like my podcast. Like and subscribe.